Hey, Johannes, happy Halloween, pal.
Same to you.
Oh, what are you dressed up as? A disgruntled podcast producer? Oh, wait. Or maybe you're a sad modern-day Viking who can't get his cameras to work.
No, just me.
So I was right. Yeah. Why don't you like this holiday, man, huh?
I don't know, just dressing up to get attention. It just feels a little cheap, you know?
Preaching to the choir, trust me, pal, I get it. But don't tell that to our next guest, the two of them, who we're gonna meet right now! Fix his hair. Is my hair okay, Leah?
You're missing a little on top.
It's gone?
It's yeah. I don't know if you look in a mirror, do you see yourself, or is it just nothing?
I don't have one mirror in my house. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
You guys have mirrors?
Yeah. You're saying mirrors, right?
Mirrors.
Okay.
What are you saying?
Mirrors. I just didn't know if you were saying beers.
Oh, there's a lot of beers in my house.
Okay.
A lot of beers, no
Mostly
mirrors.
Mostly beers, no mirrors.
Interesting.
Sure. I mean, that checks out based on what I'm looking at.
Absolutely.
Leah has a lot of both.
Leah?
Why is that an insult?
It's not.
I financially can afford both. That's great.
Good for you.
I mean, they're both very
like
cheap
how,
things.
Beers now require you to be like financially stable.
I know.
If you have beers in your fridge. I don't know if that's the case.
Mirrors get pricey, so the mirror thing might hold up.
True. Well, right now, I have two very special guests. Ladies, gentlemen, ghouls and goblins. First up, happy Halloween. This episode, I wanted to find the two palest, spookiest guests I could find. And boy, did I. Please welcome actors, producers, writers of all things, including comic books. Please welcome David Dastmalchian and Leah Kilpatrick.
Thank you.
Wow, give them a couple applause, everybody at home. Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks.
David, do people usually mess up your name?
They do. They have traditionally. It's
so funny.
Time-honored tradition.
Not that hard. David.
Thank you. I don't think it's that hard.
Just kind of rolls off the tongue, David.
Yeah.
But I like that you have kill in your name.
It's one L, though, so it's not that violent.
You should add another one, because you're very Halloween-y to begin with.
Thank you.
I think you just go full murderer.
Sure. I can go to the courthouse right now. We're pretty close to it.
Yeah, text him. Text the court. See if you can get your name. By the end of this, I want your name changed. So, Leah, I believe we've met before.
We have.
Is that true?
Yes.
Because for those of you watching at home that are fans of John Goblikon and Nekrogoblikon music videos, you're probably going, wait a minute, is that John's sister? You know? Who was, let's call it what it is, very mean to me. Abusive, you know?
That was also the character, though.
Yeah, but
Very nice.
you were mean to me when they were like, cut! You know, they were like, cut! And then we'd like go off, and we were by the table where there's like food and stuff. What's that called?
Crafty.
Yeah, we were by Crafty, and you're all like, don't you look at me, John.
Oh, boy.
I
You
did.
know?
I did.
And you were
say
like,
that.
those are my muffins.
I mean, I brought the muffins, so they
Yeah.
were technically mine. You know, I like to, as an actor, I take my job very seriously.
Yeah, too seriously, I thought.
Yeah.
Oh,
and-
there you are. Look at you.
And
Look.
oh my gosh.
Oh,
look at
Do you think
that.
that's a nice face?
It's definitely a judgmental face, for sure. But that's the character. I mean, she was a sister of yours that she wasn't getting the love she wanted from her father, which is very true to my own lore. And I really dug deep. And the second I saw you, I knew you had a punchable face. And that was just kind of what I was going with on the day.
Wow. David, are you hearing this?
Wow.
Are you going to let her talk to me
This
like
is-
this on my podcast for the whole episode?
Kind of wonderfully validating for me Mr. Goblin because, as you know, Leah and I work closely, frequently, and in the creative process, I do feel like often I'm at the receiving end of that look.
Yeah.
I know that look well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is he the same with you and the Muffins?
You don't dare touch Leah's muffins.
Yeah.
I would never.
Yeah.
I mean, I learned quickly. You never, ever, ever try to touch Leah's
You'll
muffins.
get Kilpatrick.
You'll get,
I hope
homicide
this isn't
Patrick.
an innuendo for anything.
No, absolutely not. No, it's just the brand.
So let's talk movies because, David, I've had a few guests on here, and they've done movie, but you've done movies.
With a Z.
Yeah, with a Z. Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
I saw that film on my iPhone, my little flip iPhone. It's about that big,
John.
just the way God intended. And I gotta say, that was a bit overrated. I just didn't really get the
John,
scope of it. I thought it should be bigger.
Sure.
You know what's interesting about you saying that you watched it on a small phone? When Dave and I travel, we sometimes travel to go to I guess we just went to New York Comic-Con.
A New York Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And my favorite thing is on flights is to see who's watching what, and when they're watching Oppenheimer on an airplane.
Yeah.
I really enjoy that.
And then I like to go over to them and be like, "Excuse me, would you like some peanuts?" And they
do they
go,
go,
"No,
Yes.
Do you get recognized a
Peanuts.
lot, David?
never."
Because it says on my list of things to ask you about that you're a character actor.
Yeah.
But aren't all actors playing characters?
That's a great
I
question.
mean,
I mean, I am a bit of a character, if you know what I mean.
I do. Yeah.
And I'm an actor, so I'm a character actor. You're right. That's an interesting bit of an oxymoron, isn't it? Character actor.
It's like,
huh?
Pretty sure, is there like a stage direction actor? You know what I mean?
I
A dialogue actor?
Yeah, yeah. I'm just
a whitey actor? Met a few of those.
Sure.
What,
I've
what kind of actor do you want to be?
So my favorite kind of actor is an actor like Lon Chaney, who brought to life such
An actor no one's heard of. Yeah,
classic
I see.
roles as...
Yep, just someone else you got to Google. What was that guy's called?
Go see.
Lon Chaney?
There it is, Lon Chaney. He
Lon
played
Chaney?
the Hunchback of Notre Dame. He played the incredible Phantom of the Opera.
Wait, the what?
The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Okay, that's a bit problematic. I just want to say that.
But
Hunchback is not an insult. It is a it's a mark
And
of
I put-
beauty.
I
I've got a
love it.
hunch that we need to rearrange your negative perception
Or-
of your body. I think you've got some body dysmorphia, if you ask
Or
me,
get
because
you to
you've
a
got a
chiropractor.
beautiful, or a chiropractor, or someone with a lancing tool.
Can I just say, this has been amazing.
Yeah, feels good, doesn't
I
it?
always have comedians and musicians and whatever DJs are on my show, and they're always like picking at me.
Sure.
Yeah.
I leave, we yell rap, because that's what you say when someone's done acting, you yell rap.
Rap.
And
Okay.
when Johannes yells that, I ignore it, and then I say it louder, and then everyone cuts. I always feel bad inside.
Yeah,
Like I feel like less than.
sure.
But yet the two of you, beautiful goth deep cuts,
Yeah.
who were so deep cuts that I asked ChatGPT who both of you were. It was like, just ask somebody else. And I was like, okay. But I was so happy when you came on, and all of a sudden, you're making me feel like I belong.
Yeah.
Like I belong
Yeah.
in Oppenheimer or something.
Sure.
Sure.
You do.
What about Dune?
Dune.
Made me
Classic.
very thirsty. What was it like working on Dune?
It's dry. It was amazing. It was that's one of my favorite filmmakers of all time. One of my Denis Villeneuve. Denis, who made the movie. He's a
Okay.
director. I love the book that the movie is based on. I love the character. I love the whole experience. For me was just incredible.
There's this thing with Dave, whenever I go to a movie of his and I don't know what's going to happen, because I did not read the Dune book, it's too large. So I was watching Dune, seeing Dave with his little hattie. He got a little hattie on, he had a little lip. It was a very cool costume. And he died, spoiler alert. And I audibly And I did this in Suicide Squad as well. I was like, no, Dave, because he keeps dying.
But it's not Dave, it's the character, right? So that's okay. Yeah. But it's
Part
a
of
common
part of
theme
him
in my
dies
work.
A little bit.
A little bit of me dies every time. Yeah.
Why do you think that is, David? Why do you keep getting cast as not Dracula and guys that are dying?
Dracula killed the crap
opposite.
out of me. I think people like to watch me die. I must have one of those faces that people go, I want to see that guy suffer. And so I'm happy to fill up the popcorn buckets for them and show them the death. Because if there's one thing I've done more consistently than anything on screen, it is die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That checks out. But surely when you first started, you did some what was like your first film? It was probably some film no one heard of.
Gateway.
What was it?
Gateway.
Gateway was your first film.
It wasn't technically my first film. My first film was a movie called The Dark Knight, but Gateway came very soon after it.
More important,
Yeah.
Gateway was the best one.
Gateway.
That's what.
Gateway came. That's how I got discovered.
Wait,
My first movie was a little
Your first
small movie called The Dark Knight, but my
movie
big break came
was
with
The Dark Knight?
You seem obsessed with The Dark Knight. It's
Gateway.
Gateway is what we're. You can find it on
Dark Knight.
YouTube.
Dark Knight. Yeah, that was 2008. Gateway was 2010.
Were you the Joker?
No,
Batman?
no.
Two-Face? No. Commissioner Gordon?
Got a picture right there.
Oh.
That baby face.
Okay, I see that face and I'm like, yeah, that character is going to die. Did you die in this one?
Surprisingly, I did not die.
Oh, wow! That's why it was so highly rated, I bet.
I
What do you
did-
think of that, Hollywood?
What do you think about that,
You
Hollywood?
don't kill David, and maybe it won't be box office bombs like Oppenheimer and stuff.
Yeah, I technically didn't die in Oppenheimer either, though. But I did die in
Did that one do well?
Gateway.
In the box office?
I think it did okay.
Not
Gateway,
as good as
I
Barbie,
died.
but-
Gateway, though, made more money than all those
Oh,
movies
yeah.
combined.
Yeah, the backers on Gateway were really excited.
You keep saying Gateway.
Yeah.
Did you write Gateway? Is that why we keep pushing it?
I produced
She
Gateway.
produced
That's
it.
the movie that I
Discovered
the short that I cast you in.
Cast me in.
Gave him his big break.
Big break. But The Dark
Gateway.
Knight was pretty helpful
you won't
too.
you won't really find it.
You might. You might.
Leah, what kind of actor are you? I heard that you're a improv actor.
Some days, yeah.
Some days?
Yeah.
I love improv.
Yeah, I feel like
I'm
you'd be very
good at improv.
Yeah, I bet.
Let's do improv.
Okay.
Okay, so David, you're going to give us a suggestion,
Okay.
and Leah, you and me are going to do improv.
Great.
All right? What's the suggestion, David? Here we go.
Going on a date.
Okay, going on a date. And action!
I usually try not to go to people's houses that I just met.
Well, we're not at a house. Where are we?
You blindfolded me,
No, I didn't.
and I'm feeling a little woozy, and I just remember hearing screaming, and so I guess you said this was a date?
Where are we?
Yeah, you're doing a good job, John. We are in a basement of a cellar covered in shackles, and there is blood all over the place.
No, we're not. And now we're in space. Oh, where are we now?
We're in space.
Nope. Changed it. Now we're in the inside of a vacuum
Got it.
cleaner.
So we'll just jump. Okay. Oh, okay. And now we're back in the
All right, I'm just
cellar
gonna
with
stop you
blood
there.
and gore.
I feel like it's not really working well. What are you doing that's
You're
like...
saying yes and I think that's working. I think this is
Leah, any tips of what's happening?
No, I feel like I'm learning a lot from you.
Okay. Yeah. Key to improv. Just ask...
Keep changing it up.
Wait, no. Just keep asking, where are we?
where
Yeah.
are we?
Yeah.
And then they
It's
come up
good
with
to,
something.
It's
and then you-
good to constantly
no.
ask questions.
And say no.
Yeah.
Right. That's a big key
Big
to improv
questions.
success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
I just go,
Or just you have a gun.
And it's good too if you drop.
That always is
the
good in
gun,
improv.
and don't shoot it.
Don't shoot it.
If
I
you
got
have
a gun.
I'm not going to shoot it.
oh.
Come in when you do improv. I think it's always good to come into with like an idea that you've
Yeah.
decided. Like this would be funny.
You write it ahead of
if
time.
That's what I
it's a
do. Yeah,
thing.
that's what I do.
Yeah.
I'll like watch a movie.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'll just pretend to be
That's
that
good.
character.
Just keep
Yeah.
and
that
I'll
up
just
there
just take the plot.
Yep.
for sure.
And that's what you do?
That's how they do improv.
It's the cheat code. That's
We
really what
both
it is.
started our careers. We cut our teeth in Chicago, like home of improv, and I feel like everybody there would walk around just being like, "Prepare what you're going to improv tonight."
Yeah.
How is everyone from Chicago, Johannes? Like every guest we've had so far is from Chicago. What is it about that city that is so awesome that people are like, I got to get out of here and go to L.A.?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, that's an interesting way to phrase that. I'm not, just to be clear, I'm not from Chicago. I went to school in Chicago. Dave's not from Chicago.
But we
we love
started.
Chicago.
I started my career.
I just
in
didn't want the
Chicago.
facts to be incorrect. I'm from Minnesota, and I'm a big fan of Minnesota. So, but yes,
I'm from Kansas, and I'm a big fan of Kansas. Yeah, but Chicago's where it all started.
Yeah,
and you're right; it
Chicago's
was
the
very
best.
cold,
windy, as people
windy,
say.
and
It's
I
the best city.
came to visit Los Angeles, and I go, "Oh, it's
Too
not
hot.
windy, and it's
Too hot.
nice."
It's too hot.
No, it's nice. I like the weather here. I like it.
Well, it doesn't look like you two go out a lot into the sun.
We don't. I have a parasol that I carry with
What
me.
is that?
It's like a little black umbrella.
Ooh,
It's very
Keeps the sun away
Adam's
from you.
family of you.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's giving little goth queen. I like it.
Yeah.
I very much like it, David.
Yes, that's very nice.
David, I'm a host of a show,
Yes, you are.
and you just played a host of a late night show
I sure did.
in Late Night with the Devil.
Yes, sir.
What was that like?
That was a wonderful experience. I loved working on that film. I got to be a late night talk show host who decides to boost his ratings by bringing on a potentially possessed young girl one night. And it's
That's kind of our story right now. That's what I'm trying to do.
yeah, I get it.
That's
Yeah.
why I brought on Leah.
And it's a Halloween episode just like this.
Wait a minute.
Things go awry just like this.
What?
People
Wait a-
start to die just like this.
No,
Oh, sorry.
it's happening.
Hold on.
Yep,
Oh my gosh, he
oh,
can't see
boy.
this, but
Oh,
he is
geez.
covered in cobweb.
No one can
It's
see
naturally
this, right?
happening.
This is all audio?
This is all audio.
Hold on.
He's
Okay.
gonna. Yep. It's okay, John.
Do you need a hand?
Yeah, the spiders. No,
You
he's
need
got
help?
it. He's got it.
Okay.
He's
Wow.
Oh,
Right.
they're big claws, so I don't blame you for getting those
Look at
webs
that.
in.
All right, just one
Whoops.
sec.
Yep.
You got it. You're good.
What were you saying?
Late Night with the Devil. It's currently streaming on Shudder, AMC Plus, and Hulu, as well as any of your other streaming providers where you can rent the movie, like Apple. It's a film that is all the things I love about movies. It's scary, it's funny, it's set on Halloween, and it's in the 1970s, which was a great decade.
So, David and Leah, happy Halloween.
Happy
Happy Halloween.
Happy
Mr. Goblin.
Halloween. Hey,
Happy Halloween.
Right now, it's Halloween.
Yeah.
It's Halloween.
It is.
And so we decorated this for you two, and you two wore your black, which I like, the gothic look. I'm sure normally you're wearing your bright pastels, but today you really took it down for us, and we appreciate that.
Sure.
Are you both fans of this holiday?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the most,
Yeah,
it's the most, it's the
best
holiest day of the year. It's the most special day of the
Yeah.
year.
What
It's
do
the
you
biggest day
like
of the year.
about Halloween? Because I find it a bit triggering.
Oh, gosh, what do you
Really?
not like about Halloween?
Well,
Goes-
here's what I don't like is I go through all this work to come up with a costume. You know, like last year I was like a sexy can of soup. And then I went out and everyone's just like, oh, look, it's a goblin. It's a goblin. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Clearly it's just a Campbell soup with the bottom cut out to show off my thighs. And not one person said that. They're all assuming that I'm just a goblin every year. It's like, you're a goblin. No, I'm a ladybug. You're a goblin. Like, no, I'm Ross Perot. I'm doing, characters that everyone should know.
Sure.
Have you put a mask on ever?
I don't want to cover my face. I feel like that's kind of cheap. Wearing a mask feels like a little bit of a gimmick to me. You know what I mean? I'm not into gimmicks. What do you think, David?
I love the idea of going to a Halloween party in 2024 and seeing a really strong Ross Perot. But that aside, I love the lore. I love ghosts and goblins. I love
Wait, what? You're a fan of goblins?
love goblins.
Oh.
Yeah. Big fan. Big fan.
I'm a big fan of you now, David.
Thanks. Yeah.
What do you
Love
like
fest.
about goblins?
Oh, I think the the stealing of children in the night, the
Yeah,
getting.
I love a good just grab him.
Yeah, just grab it. Just a child snatching.
Yeah.
I think that the mayhem, the chaos, causing all kinds of trouble for people. I just think a good goblin is going to add so much to any party, any office environment. If you go to the grocery store, there happens to be a goblin, let's say in the frozen food section, your experience is elevated, and I appreciate that. It's like if you see a ghost or if you see a werewolf. So Halloween to me, it does all that, but you get all the candy that you want. You get to have an excuse to show off your thighs.
Yeah.
Because if you wear the right costume, like a good, strong man thigh, it cannot be overstated, the importance of being able to, or goblin thigh for that matter, being able to, be shown. Because I can't every day of the week just wear my favorite biker shorts, but on Halloween I can.
See, David, I'm with you
Yeah.
on everything you just said.
Thanks.
Except for my cousin Larry. I wouldn't recommend if you see him in the frozen food aisle, I would just run.
Run.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
He's a talker. He's a talker. Leah, what do you like about Halloween?
My favorite thing about Halloween is the costumes, honestly. I take great pride in my Halloween costumes. I like to receive as many trophies for my costumes as I can get.
You're winning awards for your costumes?
Yeah.
Her costumes are pretty
So you just
spectacular.
go to Party City
No.
and you just buy,
No.
you know,
I'm not a can of soup here.
where do you get your costumes if not at a costume superstore?
I make them.
She does.
What do you mean? Johannes, what do you mean?
I got some photos.
She's a crafts
What do you mean
person.
you got...
She makes, look at that. That's the kind of
Look at that
caliber
sweet angel.
of work.
That's you?
Yeah,
Leah.
so this was a clicker mask. I've never made a mask before. And I made it out of foam and foam clay, like the foam clay that dries throughout the night. And I made the teeth, the top teeth, the bottom teeth I was born with.
Those are the ones I was worried about. Interesting.
Yeah, they're a
so
little
real quick for our
thirsty.
listener, because, this is a video podcast, which if you're not subscribed on YouTube, do so right now. But also for our listeners, what you're looking at is it kind of looks like someone went to a Nekrogoblikon show and sat front row and just got their face melted off by like the shredding of Alex or somebody.
Yeah.
And so this is called a what? A clicker?
So it's a clicker from The Last of Us. But yeah, so that mask is there's like a headband on the back, so you put it on like a mask, and there's a little slit. There's a very, very tiny little slit in the middle that I can see out of one eye poorly.
And you wanted to do this.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I forget that you can enjoy Halloween throughout the year. So I was like, oh yeah, you can make these things just out of fun. I think people call it cosplay. I will not go down as a cosplayer, not because I don't like it. I just don't feel like I deserve it. I feel like that's a great honor because people
What
are
is
so beautiful.
cosplay, Leah?
Cosplay, in my interpretation of it, is individuals who are incredibly talented at fabricating, creating, replicating pre-existing IP, or they also can make their own characters. The clicker mask that I wore was just an inspiration, and I was like, oh, what am I going to do this year for Halloween? This was last year, 2023. And I was like, what's one up from a clicker? And it's a bloater, which is the bigger version of a clicker. And it was a full body costume that I made in a week that I had never made anything like that
I
before.
watched her do that. She had it in our backyard, and she just was out there it was hot and it was uncomfortable, and you were just painting and making this thing. I was like, how does this work? What a crafts person. And then Captain America, that's good, but zombie Captain
Yeah,
America.
from
So
what
it's
if-
like
That doesn't look
it's a
like
deep
Chris
cut.
Evans.
Yeah,
No.
so this
know?
is from What If. It's a zombie Captain America. It's a deep cut from What If, which Dave got to make an appearance
I did.
in What If, which is an animated Marvel show.
I did.
Kurt, his character from Ant-Man, got to make an appearance, and he got choked out.
And eventually eaten by zombies.
That's right. You
But I made it almost to the end.
but
Spoilers.
you didn't become a zombie, right?
Didn't become a
There
zombie.
could be a Kurt
There could be a
zombie.
Kurt zombie out there somewhere. That's actually a great Halloween costume.
very niche.
I think everybody out there needs to be Kurt Halloween zombies this year.
What If Kurt?
You lost me at cosplay.
There it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have no idea what's been said past that. All right, ghouls and goblins, we got some very exciting news. We're going to be the first podcast ever to sell merch.
John, all podcasts sell merch.
All podcasts sell merch. No, they don't. I don't know what they do over there in Italy, but I'm pretty sure we're the first podcast in the U.S. to do it. So be the first to buy merch from the first podcast to sell merch. And do it right now. So you're a clicker, then you're a bloater.
Yes.
What's next? Farter? You know what I mean?
Very good, John.
Fart, like what's next? Someone too much gas, bloating, farting.
Oh, she does.
What is next?
Well,
What is next?
So the problem with last year's costume was the first time I did I made a full suit. So when I was wearing it, I was like, oh, shoot. Now I have to top this.
Yeah, there's no thighs in that one.
There was no thighs.
Yeah.
And usually I try to be like Dave and be a thigh-only costume.
Yeah,
But
well, you got a bit to go. Dave's are
Dave's,
perfect.
God, I can't compete.
Absolutely perfect.
Cannot compete with Dave's
Yeah.
thighs. So this year, I guess now that this podcast is out, I can actually say it.
Yeah, wait.
Yep.
Are we getting an exclusive?
exclusive.
You in this
Johannes,
room.
We're
This
getting
is
our first
exclusive.
Okay, hold on. We're going to definitely clip this. This is going to get all the views. Okay, let me set you up here.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Leah Kilpatrick. You know her from turning herself into the weirdest, ugliest things on purpose.
Yes.
She wins all the awards, but don't you call her a cosplayer, okay?
Not because I don't like it, just because I don't
She
deserve
doesn't
it.
like
Cosplayers are great.
cosplayers.
Stop it, please don't do
That's
that.
going to be that'll be the headline.
I love
Sure.
cosplayers.
Leah Kilpatrick hates cosplayers.
Please stop.
Yes.
Whatever this is, stop
They're going to
this.
clip it.
I don't.
It's going
I
to be in
love-
all the
you guys are
tabloids.
incredibly talented.
But today she's going to reveal who she's going to be for Halloween this year. Right now, tell them.
This is a little niche, but there is this toy company called NECA, and they make all the toys, a big chunk of toys.
They do make amazing toys.
Incredible.
They're an incredible manufacturer. of toys.
Incredible toy
Yeah.
company. Please sponsor me and send me all the toys. Thank you so much.
NECA.
So NECA teamed up with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I've heard of that. That's the
Yeah.
first thing you've said that I've heard of.
There you go.
Where are you going to be, Michelangelo?
Hold on.
Leonardo? Oh.
And they teamed up with Ninja Turtles and the Universal Monsters.
Oh boy.
Iconic classic monsters.
There
Okay.
it is.
So the mashup that happened just happened to be my two favorite things, which is Leonardo, because Leah, Nardo.
Nardo. Got
Oh,
it?
Yeah.
and blue's my favorite color, and leader, I'm a natural leader, teamed up with Creature from the Black Lagoon, which is my favorite monster. So there's this toy that they made that's a mashup of those two, and it's a very cool looking
It's
turtle
incredible.
monster lagoon creature. And I'm making a full suit and sculpting. So
All
I'm
the way.
taking clay sculpting. See, I don't even know how to do it. I'm sculpting for the first time.
It's incredible.
I guess I should say I'm a cosplayer now, because this
Cosplayer.
is now
Yeah, go
Professional.
ahead and claim it
claim it.
on this show.
Claim it.
I am a cosplayer.
Good for you, Leah.
But it's a big endeavor. So it could end up very deformed, and then I'll just have to roll with that.
Got bad news for you. They all looked a little deformed.
That's fair. So I
Yeah.
could just lean into pour blood on it. That was always my thing, is like just put more blood on it.
More blood.
Covers a lot of mistakes.
I just like that you keep choosing characters that everyone's going to have to search Wikipedia to know what you are. I really like that.
People know what a
It's like
bloater
a
is.
puzzle in a puzzle. It's like everyone's going to go, who are you? And then you're going to, 20 minutes later, they're going to still be talking and they're going to be like, all right, maybe you should just be a ladybug.
Sure.
You
I
know, or-
err on the deep cut side.
Yeah,
The
well,
Ross Perot.
One year I was frozen, like just frozen, right?
You were, which princess were you?
Elsa
You were Elsa.
with frostbite. And everyone was like, zombie Elsa. And I was like, I'm frozen.
Elsa.
Get it?
Too far.
Just frozen.
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
But so that was a little deep cutty. Where
Not
people,
getting sponsored by Disney for that one. Probably. Was she dead? She was dead.
Well, I mean, Disney's now Marvel too.
This is
they
true.
did zombie stuff. Disney
work.
likes zombies.
David,
Hi.
what are you going to be for Halloween?
Very excited about this. I am multiple costumes in one. I am at the head up is Christopher Walken's character from the sequel to Tim Burton's Batman. In the chest area, I'm going to be a wolf man from Oliver Reed's portrayal of the wolf man in Curse of the Werewolf. From the legs down, I am going to be Oh God, I just lost his name all of a sudden. Who was the great cyclist that we all loved?
Lance.
I'm Lance Armstrong.
Yeah.
From just
Do we
the
love him?
waist down. Well, we did.
Okay.
Then we didn't.
Sure.
But then we did again. I think.
yeah.
Oh, I can't remember. You know what? I'm going to be a different person. I'm going to be Richard Simmons from the waist
There
down.
it is.
So it's
Oh.
the very short shorts.
Now I'm in.
Very short shorts with some exciting aerobics shoes on and maybe some leg warmers. And I will be prepping these boys for. Are they boys? These kids?
You want-
these
yeah,
guys?
whatever you want it to
for about it.
So all that to say is you haven't decided yet?
I've got it's today's the day.
Yeah, it's Halloween, so hopefully you're dressed as it right now as this airs.
For Halloween, I'm going as
We could Photoshop in your costumes.
creepy
Okay.
Yeah,
guy.
Johannes, you know how to do that?
Did it go well? Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Am I happy with how it turned out?
So
I'm like crying.
I want to know about you two working together. You're writing together, and you're not just writing anything. You're writing comic books, which I would say is pretty good, given that 99% of my TV and movies are comic books now. So how did you decide you were going to do a comic together?
Spooky season, Halloween, spooky things, funny things was always a connection of ours. I always appreciated Leah's stuff that she created because it was very funny, and she erred on the side of irreverence and the darker things in life, which I always appreciated. Thought that was cool. So we started being creative together.
Yeah, I think we bonded 100% over monsters was kind of a big thing, and what that definition of monsters is.
What is that definition?
I'll get
Because a lot of people sometimes are like, that's also a word that's, kind of makes my hair stand up. People are always like, oh, you're a monster.
Sure.
It hurts my feelings.
I bet.
It can be seen as an insult, but it can also be a compliment. Like for you, there's good monsters, there's bad monsters. Just like there's good humans, there's bad humans. And I think a monster is a being that has exceptional qualities about it that can easily be seen as destructive or scary or threatening or deadly. But often those are also conditions that could be embraced, make something special, unique, different. And I think monsters of all different shapes and sizes fascinate me, from the big giant kaijus like Godzilla to a beautiful goblin such as yourself. So it doesn't have to. You could look in the mirror when we can afford one to give you that, and say to the mirror, "I'm a monster, and I'm proud. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, John. I want you to. We're gonna get there. Maybe not by the end of this interview, but we'll get there." So yeah.
Let's get there right now, David.
Okay.
You've inspired me.
Oh.
I'm going to look right at this camera.
Do it.
And you walk me through
Okay.
what to say, because I want to, what do they call it? Reclaim
You're doing
the word.
it. Yeah.
Yes.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, okay, here we go, here we go.
Stare. Take a breath through the nose, out the mouth. Very good. Relaxing. Good.
Okay.
Feel it in your diaphragm. Now you're going to look.
What's that?
Look
Is that
into
back
yourself.
here?
You got it.
Okay.
Exactly. And you're going to say, "Hi.
Hi.
It's good to see you."
It's good to see you too, David.
No, to yourself.
sorry,
To yourself.
right.
It's good to see you.
Hi.
Hi.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you. You
You
are
are
a goblin.
a goblin.
You
You
are
are.
a good monster.
I,
You can do it.
I feel like I'm afraid to say it.
I know
David.
you are. I know you are. That's
I
why
feel like I've just been conditioned for
I
so
understand.
many
Of course you have.
years
Of
not
course
to
you have.
say it.
Stay in the space with
Okay,
me.
sorry,
Stay here.
sorry,
Stay
sorry,
present.
sorry.
Take that breath.
Sorry.
There it is. Very calming. Very calming. You are
are
a good
good
boy.
boy.
There it is. You are a good
You are a
good
good boy.
boy. You are a
You're a
good
good boy, John.
You're a good boy,
Okay?
John.
I don't care what Brad or anyone at the office says about you, or when you were in school, everyone just used to bully you and shove you in a locker and be like, oh, look at the green monster. Oh, look at his big ears and his teeth and his claws. And then even when you ripped that kid's face right off and then the cops came and they were
Too
like,
far.
you're under arrest, John. I was like, no, they're getting no squad car, monster. And everyone just looked and took pictures and bullied me. And they were like, oh, John, yeah, you're a monster. I'm not a monster.
Do you need a minute?
I feel great,
I
David.
feel
That
like
was
we got somewhere.
fantastic.
I think we did.
Wow. Jeez Louise. David, that was... Are you a therapist?
I should bill by the hour.
I'm good. You're my new therapist.
Thanks.
Leah, he's my new therapist.
Got it.
Wow.
So we met for a coffee one day, hadn't seen each other in a while, and we started talking about monsters and how much we love them, the beauty of monsters, the good boys, the good monsters out there. And we started collaborating relatively quickly. We started coming up with ideas and thoughts and stories that we wanted to tell in both the, world of comic books, film, television, you name it. And we were presented with this opportunity from a really wonderful publisher called Dark Horse Comics. They publish a book that I've been doing for years called Count Crowley, Reluctant Midnight Monster Friend, and friend of all monsters. And they publish a bunch of comics that I've always loved. So they said, would you guys like to contribute a story to our Halloween special called The Headless Horseman? And Leah and I came up with this really fun idea. That was the first time.
Oh, here we
wrote
go.
a
Here's
comic
the
together.
art for it.
There it is.
We're looking at the Headless Horseman.
Yeah. So we
Wow.
did that last year, and we were so joyful at how it turned out. We had its incredible artist, Tyler Crook. We made a story about
love
haunted
Tyler.
houses and the good monsters that are trying to have fun on Halloween.
Yeah, because we when we got the offer, they asked if we wanted to participate in being part of this anthology. They were like, okay, you have 10 to 12 pages, and we were trying to think like, what kind of story do we want to tell? And we just thought it would be really fun in that short of amount of time to see what monsters do in the monster world on their Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do they spend Halloween?
Yeah,
Right?
usually at home, with all those beers I was talking about earlier, drinking them, watching Big Bang Theory.
Sure.
Okay.
And not answering the door. Of
course.
Everyone's
Why
always
wouldn't?
coming to my door on Halloween.
I get it. Don't
Annoying.
do
It's like all these little kids are just like, hey,
Gimme.
yeah.
Gimme.
Yeah.
They make you play that game, Trick or Treat.
Right.
It's like,
very
well, I don't
weird.
have any treats, so this is a trick. Like, I'm not going to open the door.
Right.
I'm not an idiot goblin.
But yeah, it was a great experience. And so this year we're doing it again. So it's just come out as of a few days ago. You guys can
October 23rd?
It came out last week, October
Yeah.
23rd or 25th.
Wow.
So you guys go to your comic
Yeah.
shop.
Where do they get it?
Any local comic shop. You guys just put it in your phone thing that you use or your whatever, and you type comic book store, and then you go there and you say, can I get the newest issue of Headless Horseman? And there's a whole new story that we created that is going to be out. And that's not it. We also have another comic that's out. Are you ready for this? This
Yeah.
is getting out of control, but
out of control.
we were asked by DC Comics. That's right, DC Comics, the originators of Superman, Batman, the Riddler, Condiment King, Polka Dot Man, many other wonderful, awesome characters in the world of
Is that a real
DC. So they asked us if we wanted to write a horror piece
Yes.
for their DC horror
anthology?
anthology.
Which I was very excited for because I was like, what do you mean DC?
Yeah. That's a big
Big deal.
Big deal.
deal.
Big deal.
And
Like, I've heard of DC.
Yeah.
okay,
You know what I mean?
good.
So
Yeah,
that's a big
deal. And they said, we want horror, we want gore, and you can use any of the characters in our catalog.
Anyone, like Polka Dot Man.
And you chose a goblin.
No.
Why not?
That's a Marvel character, sorry.
Wait a minute. Whoa, hold on. There's a Marvel goblin character?
Yeah. He's a really good guy.
Who is
People
it?
love him. He's called Green Goblin.
Oh, I know him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
I
guy.
figured.
Good guy.
Okay. You have inside scoop?
Well, I mean, he's just one of those people that's like, you meet him and he's one way, you know, in front of people.
Sure.
And then it's just the two of you. Kind of a different vibe.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Very annoying laugh. Like, I usually enjoy making people laugh.
Yeah.
That guy, not so much.
Yeah.
So he's on he's got like this Segway thing that he's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah. He like cruises around on it. He's like
Very
always
fast.
around my apartment. It's like
Shoots.
before they had hoverboards.
Yes.
He was like doing that. Now it's just like a, you know,
Yeah.
it's a Gen Z thing or whatever, but like he's annoying. Anyways, so
DC Horror presents,
Yeah.
and they let us pick whoever we wanted.
Yeah, they just said no Superman because someone already picked Superman, and I was like, trust me, I'm not gonna dare go near Superman or Batman. I'm not gonna.
So who'd you pick, Leah?
So we picked someone that hasn't been seen very much in the DC comic book space or in general in DC, and it's a female villain named Dollhouse, and I love her.
She's the daughter
Of Doll Maker.
who's been like a Batman villain.
And he's been in a few things in the comics and TV shows, movies. I don't think
I
so.
don't think he's been in a movie.
But it's his daughter, and she is just looking for love.
Sure. Just looking for love. I mean, sometimes in the past, she's been known to cut people's faces off.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you made it sound like this is a romantic comedy.
Well,
It's not.
it's not.
It's not.
You could cut people's faces off or use a
still be in love.
sledgehammer.
You're preaching to the choir, man.
Yeah, it could still be
Yeah.
romantic.
I mean, the amount of faces I've removed
Yeah.
is just like,
So you get it.
yeah, of course.
So if you are so inclined, and you should be, go now to your nearest comic
say
shop.
right now?
Right now.
Louder.
Right now. Right now.
Okay, good.
Right now.
Perfect.
Right now.
That's how my
we
listeners-
love the moment that is right now.
Yes.
Go to your nearest local comic shop. Buy The Headless Horseman from Dark Horse Comics. DC Horror presents the horror anthology. Buy Creature Commandos. Buy Knights vs. Samurai. Buy Count Crowley. Buy all of them. And then you will get all that you ever wished for. If there's something that you're dreaming about in your life.
Mirrors, beer.
Mirror beers. Beers made of mirrors.
What about handing out comics instead of candy at Halloween?
Well, the problem is they cost money.
Yeah.
So I'm not just going to buy people
Candy
my
ain't
comics.
free, David. I don't know if you know that.
Depends,
It's getting pretty
depends
expensive.
what you're handing out, right?
True.
I hope everyone's enjoying this Halloween episode. Don't forget to catch me on Bad Friends out right now. I wore my best Halloween attire. The cobwebs are on my notes now.
Oh.
Hold on.
Okay.
You ever done improv? Did that.
Check.
Leah, are you actually possessed? Did that. You guys ever go in the sun? No. David's Coffin Company.
Yes.
There are a lot of celebrities that get involved with a lot of products.
Sure.
Booze, candles, cars, hotels, you name it. I don't believe I've ever heard anyone getting involved in a coffin company. And here's why I'm really interested. I work for my day job. I'm a life insurance salesman.
Nice. Good
Yeah.
job. Good job.
So I feel like we could
Team up.
team up,
Absolutely.
kick some stuff your way.
End of
bad.
life
You can
planning.
send me some
It's
clients.
important. Absolutely.
This is a networking event.
Yeah.
Johannes, hey, what do you think about
And
that?
I'm happy to kill people if you need it. So
See, this is the kind of team
Yeah.
I was looking for
Yeah.
today.
We're here.
Okay? Gotta stop bringing on all these comedians and
Comedians, yeah.
musicians and stuff.
Funny
Just
people.
get Dave and Leah booked for the rest of the month. I
set.
feel incredible. So you coffin company.
Yeah, Titan Caskets. I was approached by my dear friend Elon Gale, who has been working with Titan for a while, helping them spread the word on what they do. And they are this amazing company that makes and sells really beautiful caskets and urns, and they help people at a difficult time in their lives. And they are currently selling their products, which are the exact same standards and just as good of quality, for about 1/3 to 1/4 of the price as the going rate is for current caskets. So I think it's a great company to support because they don't believe people should have to go into debt just to memorialize someone they love. Or if you're like me and you want a casket, not necessarily for a funeral, but maybe just to sleep in, then
I would-
you can
Very
get one.
I gotta be honest. I would love one. If you could hook me up
very
with a
comfy.
casket. That would mean so much to me because I've
got
been
it.
sleeping under this desk. And when we go on tour, they make me sleep on top of the bus.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No.
And then like basically sleep in coffins.
Sure.
You know, it's
Yeah.
like that's like what the tour bus system is. But I would love like a real one.
Would love
Just to kind of cuddle up. You know what you should do? You should lie in one. This is like talk show to talk show.
I love it.
Okay. You should lie in one. You should have some other, celebrity, maybe someone who's like, I don't know, famous in the 90s or whatever, just to get the views. Have them lay in another coffin.
Yeah.
And then you ask them questions. You call it a coffin with the
Close.
What about between two coffins?
between two coffins. That's funny.
That would be good.
Yeah.
No, that's a great idea. I feel like somebody might have already done that. There was a show I think I saw called Grave Conversations where you take the coffins, you put them side by side, you get, a charming.
Sounds like John's idea.
Yeah, it sounds a lot like my idea.
I think it's someone else's idea.
No,
I think it's
I'm a kind of idea guy.
Sure.
Like I look at you and I'm like, we need to get you on a toilet. You know what I mean? I don't know why. Just like put her on a toilet. Have her just talking to camera.
And
You
pee.
call it
Just pee.
Leah leaking with
Leaking
Leah.
with Leah.
Very close.
Leaking
Yeah.
with Leah. What do you think? Keep it social though,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
for the views.
Yeah, it's close. It's close.
Smash that like button, guys.
Yeah.
With Leaking with Leah.
Leaking
I love
with
it.
Leah. Subscribe
That's amazing.
right now to Leaking with Leah and Being Dead with David.
Being Dead with David.
The two talk shows that are gonna be instant hits.
Yeah.
Now that I've thought of them,
Who needs hot ones?
trust me, we get all of our games from Hot Ones. Just put a little tweak, and then they don't own the rights.
Speaking of that, John, you have to do your little 5 questions right now if you're going to do
Oh, okay, we got to get you guys out of here.
Okay.
I have no idea where the questions are, Johannes. John, you got to find my questions. Johannes, find my questions. Johannes.
Hi, Johannes. Thanks for your support.
No, it's not up here. It's not up here.
Oh,
Is it
boy.
that one? Is it that one?
He
Right
threw
there.
it on the ground. There's a lot of glass down there.
Yeah, I told you.
Careful.
All right.
Careful.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Johannes, get out of
Thank
here.
you.
Get out of here.
Thanks,
Get out of here.
Johannes.
Thank you.
Very kind.
Here.
Spider! Oh, okay. Here we go. So this is called Questions You Must Answer Right Now.
Right
so
now.
it's rapid fire. Use your improv. Don't overthink it. You both are going to try and answer at the exact same time, or you can take turns.
Same time.
Rapid fire questions. Are you ready? Here we go. Left or right?
Right.
Westmoreland.
What?
Favorite genre of metal?
Death.
Okay, there's a snail chasing you. The snail is moving at a snail's pace, but will follow you for the rest of your life. You can go as fast or as slow as you want, but the snail will always be moving in your direction. If you touch the snail or the snail touches you, you die. And before you ask, yes, it can survive in any kind of atmosphere. What's your plan to stay alive?
Keep moving.
Jogging.
You're never gonna sleep,
Jogging.
but eventually you're gonna fall down and it's gonna
But if it's very slow, then you run far.
forever.
Yeah.
Well, you run far, and then you can probably get at least 8 hours of sleep because the snail's
Before it
moving so
catches up
slow.
with
You can get on an airplane.
Yeah. Airplane's a good idea. Sleep on an airplane.
Plane.
You ever been to Trader Joe's?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much, Leah and David. Now's your chance to promote whatever you got going on right to this camera. Go ahead and tell the good people what you got going on.
Please go to your comic book store and purchase the Headless Horseman annual by Dark Horse and DC Horror Presents, which should both be out right now.
Right now.
And
They
if
just
they don't
came out.
have them, then you go boo
Yeah,
to
you
the
go-
person
just tell
working
them to
there,
order them.
and then they can order.
Yeah.
It's-
And while you're there, grab the new Count Crowley trade paperback for Volume 3. Grab your the new issue of Creature Commandos, Knights versus Samurai from Image Comics. And then when you get home and you have all these wonderful comics to read, sit on your couch and watch Late Night with the Devil.
Ooh, that was really good. Okay, and now, because you got to promote your stuff, I think it's only fair that you kind of promote my stuff now.
Sure,
So actually, if you look under your chair, I have a script for you, Leah.
Just me?
Yep. Our printer is on the fritz, but it's a
boy.
script for both of you.
Okay.
So just gonna cold
I
read
have
it
a
right to camera.
I have a reading
Ready.
disability, so
Yeah,
everyone be nice.
there's character descriptions for you guys.
Okay, Dave
I
and
go
Leah
first.
read John's promo. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Hello there, ghouls, goblins, and Leahs.
We would like you to subscribe to this channel right now.
If you or somebody you know feels like they are inside of a Titan casket, cheer them up with a cameo from John Goblikon. Hey, Leah, isn't John the best?
Yes, and.
And make sure to follow John and his band Nekrogoblikon on all their social platforms.
One could say John is a dark horse to get 1 million followers. Ha! I'm so funny, but definitely not as funny as John Goblikon.
And as we always say on the set of all my giant movies, that's a wrap! And also, where is my unfiltered spring water? And also, that I ordered it 20 minutes ago, so where is it?
Somebody get this man some H2O right now.
Right now! Yes, right now.
So just like, let me know if you guys need like a extra writer because that's
That's
kind
good.
of like
That's
my
gold.
sample
It's
right now.
honestly
It's being
gold.
passed around town.
job.
This is kind of like how we write our comics. So.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us on your show.
John.
That was really special.
Thank you both for being here.
really
And
nice.
right now, I gotta go find a coffin. You're gonna
Yeah.
set me up right now. Let's go find my
Okay,
coffin.
let's go.
Let's go.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Johannes, clean up all this shit.
Yeah, there's some broken glass.
Okay.
Just,
Careful, guys.
I think even goblins bleed.
You're a good boy, John.